opened in 1715. We simply know it as the Oval Dock. You can't access it as a dock instead. They thought it was a good idea. In fact, it was a bit of a Hail Mary. It cost so much they had to mortgage the entire town to pay for it. High tide is only in a couple of times a day. However, in our dock, Mersey Docks and the Harbour Board were looking to build a new headquarters. They had headquarters dotted all over the city. They wanted to centrally build George's Dock, and they started building the new dock office, which was completed in 1908. We know the tower is at the front of the the house on the river. And as we're turning around now, this big black building, it's in Liverpool. The history of our first city going back to Neolithic times. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pier head. This is to get off. You go into the Mersey Ferry Terminal, which is there on the left. You show them your tickets, and they will give you a views of the Beatles there. Anybody had the pictures taken with the Beatles yet?
Sorry?
Does somebody come down? Being walked around Liverpool 8 by his aunties. Obviously, Liverpool 8 left an impression on the soles of his shoes. We are now going to be turning on 3 because your brain is doing something strange, because you're looking at one of the biggest optical illusions you're ever going to see. That building's a lot taller than you think it is. When it opened in 1911, it was the tallest. It said that Bella looks over the river to make sure that all the ships are safe and the crew, the passengers and the dockers are all kept safe. And also we got Bertie. Bertie looks over the city. His job is very, very important. Bertie's job is to make sure that all the pubs stay open. So we're heading back up to the Strand now. On the left, this is the Crown Plaza Hotel, because on the 19th of August 2005 there was a party in there. It was absolutely coincidence. I met my wife in that big horrible brown building over there. This lovely church, this is the Church of Our Lady and St Nicholas, it's Liverpool's parish church. It's quite interesting. Prayers go out to sea for the safe return of any ships. It's a lovely centre. So on the right hand side, I've already mentioned the Cunard building. Cunard building was built in 1916, headquarters of Cunard. Of course was White Star. It was actually designed in here. You can see a model of Titanic in the window here, in fact. 30,000 people or so gathered down the news to the people down here from the back. This hill, this is James Street. Now James Street used to be known as Castle Hill. Street, you will find the Liverpool Gin Distillery. It's one of the places you get discounts if you show. Been there since 1758. Liverpool one will be on now. We were the second most heavily bombed city in the country after London. And as we cross this junction, this takes us into the football, named after Bill Shankly, one of Liverpool's ex-managers. He gave us a quote which you might have heard. Nobody's driving. The tunnel was designed by John Alexander Brodie, who was a massive Evertonian. This is William Brown Street, folks. William Brown Street for the World Museum, Walker Art Gallery, Central Library, and St George's Hall.
St George Hall
building. That's what I was talking about. Stunning inside, it really is. Turn the circle. John's just going to throw the bus around there. The skill is amazing. And that statue is actually made from the melted down guns and cannons which were captured at the Battle of Waterloo from the French. That is perch up there a lot. It's Liverpool's Memorial Gardens. Statues you can see are some of Liverpool's great and good. Willie Gladson's in there, for example, William, four-time Prime Minister. And also we got the first public statue of Catholic priest in Britain in there too. His name's Father Nugent. You've probably heard of Nugent Kerr, all based on the premises in there. And that is where Liverpool holds its Christmas market as well. Be beautiful in there, a couple of months. One thing you need to remember though, if you decide to do that, you are sitting in the middle of a graveyard. because when they widen the road here, they move 2,000 bodies.
Yeah.
That means there's only, to be fair, there's only 80,000. St George's Hall, the finest neoclassical building in the world. Beautiful it is. Inside there, that originally was meant to be just a music hall, but on top of that, we do have a law court, criminal court. We've got a civil court. We've got a concert room. We've also got holding cells and a jail. And on top of all that, it's also Liverpool's registry office. Go there, go to a concert, meet somebody you love, which is nice. Yeah, this entire area used to look pretty terrace. You ready for this? We're around £3,000. Next up is number 5 for the Adelphi Hotel. Anybody want the Adelphi? No, okay. But as you're heading down Copper's Hill, on the right hand side, these two are made 1860s. They were the largest structures of their type ever built up to that point. The Adelphi used to be one of the best hotels in the entire world. But before we get there, you'll be able to see a large naked man. In the days before mobile phones, this is the Adelphi Hotel. As I said, used to be also our next stop. Anybody want to do? You might remember these two. Roy Rogers and Trigger the Horse. Some people don't. There you go, there's Trigger being taken up the stairs in the hotel. Yeah, summer suites just on the left. Or you can look at the crypt underneath. The crypt is huge. Well, it's also our next stop. Does anybody want this stop? No, okay. In the end, they put the entire idea on how to design a new modern build for this site. And this is the one. That one glass window, the largest of its type in the world. It's spectacular inside. It really is amazing inside. The next stop, number 7, is for the Philharmonic dining rooms. Anybody want the Phil yet? Anybody drive a bus and do tour guide? Well, me and John could go for a pint. Very nice. Look at this. Somebody just walking in front of the road. Going, millennials. That's all I'm going to say. The Philharmonic has been described as the most ornate pub in Great Britain. 20% discount if you show your City Explorer ticket in there. Ladies, make sure you go into the gents' toilets. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But it will be expected. They are a visitor attraction. When in first, make sure there's nobody in there. Have you not got one of your own, borrow one from behind the bar. Just give them back when you're finished. The ladies aren't much to look at, to be fair. Yeah, that was. Coming up on the right hand side, this is LIPE, the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts. And if you look down the road here to the right, you can look on the actually open LIPE. Who was at school at the Cathedral Church of Christ in Liverpool. It is the largest cathedral in the UK. It is the 8th largest church in the world. It has the highest Gothic arches in the world. It is the longest cathedral in the world. Inside is the largest pipe organ in the country. And that tower is the highest and widest bell tower in the world. Inside the bell tower